So it's very difficult to present somebody that is an expert on presentations. So I will welcome Nicolas on stage without much talk to start his speech. Thank you,
Thank you so much, George. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing? Kalispera. Ti kanete. No, I mean that. How are you? Really? Because some of you have been sitting for an hour and a half. In the middle of a session. Yeah. So you've been sitting, and you know that sitting is the new smoking? Did you know that? So I think maybe just to get your limbs going again, move your hands. Try moving your hands. Really, move your hands. Twist your wrists. Give them a shake. Shake your feet. In fact, stand up for a minute. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Yeah, bravo, thank you. I had my doubts, but there you are. And give yourself, turn around a bit, twist yourselves. Say hi to your next door neighbor. Say hi to somebody else if you know them. Say hi to somebody behind you. Nice, thank you, thank you. So the energy is nice, huh? Bravo, bravo, thank you so much. So my session is called Flip the Switch. Flip the switch. So why? So let me paint you a picture. Around 20-something years ago, I moved from London and I went to the countryside and I bought a house there. I didn't like it very much, but it had a huge space in the roof. And it had a fantastic garden, and you could see as far as the eye can see. I mean, really, you could stretch your eyes. It was beautiful. My wife is Japanese, and so we had a bed on the floor, and when I moved upstairs and used the attic space, we had this view, so we could lie on the floor, on the futon, and look out, and it was great, beautiful. Every morning, our two little girls would come in. Alyosha, the older one, Renata, the younger one, and they'd cuddle up into bed with us, and it'd be really, really nice. Alyosha, deep, sensitive, sweethearted, and an entertainer. She wanted to entertain us. So every morning, she'd do a dance, and it was a beautiful dance, and it was a song, and a dance. It was lovely, darling, that's so sweet. Have you got a happy dance? Yes, I've got a happy dance. And you do a happy dance, and then it became a very sad dance. And she was so sweethearted, so sensitive, so darling. And with that depth and sensitivity comes shyness. So every morning we'd take her to school and she'd hang back. And so, go on, off you go. And it would be hard for her. Now, when she was 4 years old, she'd said to me, "Daddy, I want to be an opera singer." Really? We don't do opera. I don't know how she heard the word even. Okay. So one day we're having a conversation and she says to me, "Daddy, if I'm going to be an opera singer, will I be standing in front of lots of people?" Yeah, that's the game. That's scary. Yep. Well, you're an actor, and you have to stand up in front of people all the time. But you're not scared anymore, are you? Yeah, I am, actually. I've always thought to treat children like grown-ups who are very small and didn't know anything. So they need information, so telling the truth seems to work. So yeah, I do. I still get scared. Really? What do you do? What do I do? Right, okay. What do I do? I stop. I breathe. Deep breathing. Step out and do what I have to do. Oh. the next day, I still can't believe it, it's so brilliant. She's at school, we take her to school, and she says, "Good morning, Mrs. Morton, good morning, Miss Rose," and whoop, like that. What? She flipped the switch. Absolutely, it was like from darkness to light. It was unbelievable. So she'd taken the tools, she'd heard the tools, she asked for the tools, she'd taken the tools, she used the tools, she remembered the tools, she tried them out. They worked. Wow. Hat off. My hero. Little girl, 6, 7 years old. Amazing. But that's entered the family history, of course, flipping the switch. So when we come across something like, that's scary, what do? Flip the switch. Go into it. And sometimes we just say, flip it. Flip it, not as in, flip it. Not in that kind of flip it, but like something comes up, somebody slaps you in the face with a piece of information you don't like, so flip it. Make it work. So that's why this session is called Flip the Switch. Making sense? And it may be that you have things in your life where you could flip the switch. Could that be so? Sorry, I can't hear a thing. I'm really deaf. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Because I've got some tools. And if you're happy for me to share those tools with you, I'm really happy to share them. Does that sound like a useful, interesting way of spending 40 minutes? Great, good. So a little bit about me, a little bit about my background. As you heard, I'm an actor. I was born, I'm not born an actor, but when I was very young, I was a dancer. I was a classically trained dancer, and then I was in England's first jazz ballet company, and then I made the switch to acting all the time. And then about 19 years ago, I started working in the corporate world, and I took the tools from the theatre and brought it to the corporate world. And they seemed to work. They seemed to work because I seemed to be getting more and more work, which of course is great. So I used the tools of the theatre. Here's some of the things I've been in. Oh yes, here's flipping the switch. Here we are. That's my switch. And there it is, flipped. So here's a little bit about some of the stuff I've been in. Quite recently, the Suite Française was the latest one. And here's some of the businesses I've been working with and alongside. So I'm doing this, I'm doing all over the world, and I love it. I've got to say, I absolutely love it. I spend my time doing it, I really enjoy it, because I go to leaders in the business world, I have simple tools, and I can see the difference in a day or 2 days. It's wonderful, I love it. I said simple. That doesn't mean easy. Changing behavior is really hard. And to prove that, put your hands like this. Okay? And notice, what thumb is on top? Whatever. Now do the same thing and put the other fingers on top. That feels really weird, doesn't it? Really tough. But look at it. What's the difference? No difference at all, apparently. But internally, it's a huge difference. So when I'm asking people to change their behavior that they've found safe for all those years, it isn't easy, but it is simple. So some of the things I see is this. Somebody coming in. Tell me what the story is, okay? What's the story? Somebody who's very shy. Somebody you're probably going to hire. Not. So Patsy Rodenberg, she talks about 3 circles of having presence. So the first circle is very internal, like that. Third circle is like that. Hello, everybody. How are you? Which is kind of like too much. And then there's a second circle, which is just like, nice. And a lot happens out of posture. So I'd like to prove to you the link between posture and how it affects your brain. And there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Amy Cuddy did a very famous talk about it. You may have seen it. But it actually changes how you hold yourself, changes the chemicals in your system. So I'd like you to try this. I'd like you to try taking the position of like the worst day ever. Like just take the position of like, oh my God, life, what's it for? Let me see that. I'm really depressed, really depressed. Now, take that position and say to yourself, I feel so great, I feel so motivated. Okay, you can't do it, right? And then conversely, take the position feeling, great. Feeling okay. Life's good. And say to yourself, God, I feel lousy. I feel so bad, I feel so depressed. You can't do it. So there's something the actors have known for years and years. It's called inside-out acting and outside-in acting. Inside-out acting is when you feel it and you allow it out. Marlon Brando, method acting. Just feeling it, lets it out. Outside-in acting, like Sir Laurence Olivier, one of the greatest actors of the last century, he said he couldn't find his character till he found the right shoes. Interesting. And he's a great actor. Was a great actor. So you can get things from the inside, and it'll show itself, and get things from the outside, and you'll start to feel it. Good. Oh. I've put my point to something. I hate having to hold these things. Right. I'd like you to try something. Are you happy to try something? Yep. Okay. I'd like you to try something. It's really, really easy. It's 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. In fact, it is 1, 2, 3. So I'd like you to find somebody, stand with them. Hello? So I'd like you to stand up. Find somebody to partner with you. And it could be behind you or next to you. It doesn't have to be. And when I say it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, it really is. In fact, in order to show you, maybe I should have somebody here and I'll share it with them. Who'd like to be my volunteer? No, not all of you, please. So, a volunteer, please. Thanks, George. Thank you very much. So, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. I say 1, you say 2, I say 3, you say 1, I say 2, you say 3. 1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2.
3. Bravo. So that's as easy as that, right? So I'd like you all to start that. Give them a round. And try that. One says 1, the other says 2, the other says 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next iteration, instead of saying 1, you go like this. So it goes 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. You understand, right? Okay. Go. So, 1, that's not, you say, so don't say 1, just go like this. 2, 3. Okay. George, I need you. George, I need you. People aren't understanding. Okay. So we'll demonstrate this, okay? George can't click, but just you have to pretend he's clicking, okay?
2,
3, 2,
3, 2,
3, 2,
3.
Okay, so please, try that out. Okay, next iteration. Was that easier, by the way, or more difficult? More difficult. Okay, George, let's make it easier for them. So instead of a click on the first, no, we'll do the click on the first. We'll do the click, we'll keep that.
This is easy for us, we are big, so for dancing, yeah.
Bravo. Good, so we'll keep the click for 1, but we'll clap for 2. So it goes 3, 3, okay? So, 3,
3.
3. Bravo, please. Bravo. Keep going, keep going. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Keep going, keep going. You're moving. Is that easier or harder? Easier or harder? Easier. Bravo. Next iteration. Instead of us 3, we go like this. So it goes. Ole. Okay, try.
So,
Bravo, bravo. Good,
Okay.
good. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Let's see you, let's see you, let's see you. Have you abdicated? Is that easier or harder? Harder. Okay, try the final one. Go back to the beginning and do 1, 2, 3. Just try 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what I've just tried to demonstrate is I have a space model. I've got a model of behavioral change. I've got a model of behavioral change. It's called the space model, which I'll elaborate upon in a minute. But the S stands for self-knowing. If you want to be effective as a human being, as a leader, you need to know who you are. So self-knowing. The next one is being present. So that's the P. So S for self-knowing, P for being present. You need to be here. Woody Allen said 80% of success was just showing up. So you need to be present, not thinking about the past, worrying about the future. The third one, A, is having personal autonomy. That's being in command of yourself. So then that thing that happens that gets you every time, you have a way of coping with it. So having autonomy. C is being connected, really connected. And E is being expressive. So I guess in a way, I mean, 1, 2, 3 is easy, right? We all know that. But is it, actually? Kind of not. So you know yourself a little bit better. You got yourself present. You had a little bit of autonomy in choosing to carry on. You got connected with each other. Is that true? Some whisperers in here. Is that true? Yeah. Okay, thanks. And you expressed yourself. So it's a touching the surface of the space model. The next little slide I've got, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it to you, actually, because I didn't get permission. I asked, but they didn't come back to me in time. So I haven't shown this, okay? Okay. I love this. Posture. This is my depressed stance. When you're depressed, it makes a lot of difference how you stand, because the worst thing you can do is straighten up, and you hold your head up, and then you'll start to feel better. If you're going to get any joy out of being depressed, you've got to stand like this. That's brilliant. Okay. So, actors. I'm an actor. You're leaders in your field. So what am I doing here? What's the connection? So what have I got to offer? What could my tools and techniques be? So I'd like you to have a think about, what have I done so far that had an impact? Sorry. What have I done so far that made an impact? Interaction. I was made interactive. Thank you. Presence. What does that mean?
Being more of our face in front. Stand up and influence.
Okay, so having presence. Yes, the definition I have of presence is a very good definition. It's the ability to connect authentically with the hearts and minds of others. Is that fair? Good definition of presence? Did I do that? Yeah? Okay, thanks. So what are the tools that I used? Excuse me? I used a personal story, thank you. Loud voice, I think that's the mic. I danced. Yeah. I used emotions. Interactions, yeah. That was fun. That'll stop. What else? Because there's stuff like body language, there's gesture, there's eye contact, there's voice, like using the voice, so it's not too boring all the time because you're using changes. Pause. So I've got a list here. See what you think. I have a list here. So I can't read that as quickly as you read it, so have a read, see what you think. What do you think? Is that fair? Yeah? So I'm going to change something and see what you notice. Look carefully. Is that fair? I mean, have a look, because if that's fair, then that's what you've all got to do. So isn't there something you'd like to take off the list so you don't have to bother with it? So you're buying this. So this is. I mean, we can't do all this. I've got, how long have I got? Half an hour left or something, George? About half an hour? So I can't do all that in half an hour, obviously. But I can do some of the things. So what I'd like to see, this saying attributed to Confucius. I don't know if he said it. Do you? Really? But it works for me, because if I hear something, I'm going to forget it probably. If I see something, I may remember it. But if I'm involved in it, then I'll understand it. If I get my muscle memory into it, or if I get the neuron pathways, get some new neuron pathways in my system, then I'm going to get it. So what does that mean? That means in order for you to get any of this stuff, you're going to have to join in. Is that okay? I've got one yes. Thank you very much, sir. But it'd be nice if everyone did, right? Is that okay with you? Oh, thanks. Great. Good. So here's my space model. Self-aware, being present, being autonomous, being connected, being expressive. And what is that? Let's unpack this a little bit. Self-aware is knowing your strengths and limitations, knowing your values, being comfortable in your own skin. These are some of the things you need to be really self-aware. Is that so? So what I would be doing if we were working together, we'd be working partly on that. We won't be able to do much of that today, but hopefully, as you hear this, as you start thinking about it, as you try stuff out, you'll become a little bit more self-aware. Being present, being in the moment, focused, breathing, energetic, flexible, and able to handle the unexpected. So one of the things that surprises some people is the word what? Are you paying attention? Breathing, yes. Why is breathing there? What's that got to do with being present? Hugely, hugely. If you leave here today knowing how to breathe more effectively, I will have done your life an incredible favor. Breathing is the biggest open secret there is. I mean, food we can do without for 40 days, water without 7. We sucked all the air out of here, we'd be desperate. 2 minutes at most, I guess. The brain is 2% of the body weight. It uses 20% of the oxygen. So we're starving for breath. Now, the other thing is, take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Oh, that sounded pretty good. I can't really see you, but it sounded pretty good. What I tend to see is this. So people take a deep breath in, they go... It's like their lungs are in their shoulders, right? So... Normally what happens is that people are breathing about here, like that. And if you're breathing here and you're sending a signal to your brain that things are not okay, that you're actually feeling a little bit tense, you better have another cup of coffee, things aren't working out, you better start doing something that's energetic and something, anything. And the awful thing is, because we all resonate with each other, you're probably going to start feeling a little bit desperate like I'm talking now. Is that so? So take a deep breath. And another one. Can you feel the difference? Can you feel the difference? Yeah? Changes your mentality, changes your system. And as leaders, if you want your people to resonate with you, which one do you want them to resonate with? That one? Or things are handled, it's okay. So breathing is huge, and it gets you present. I'll prove it later on. Okay, so the next one is autonomous, self-directed, in charge of yourself, and mindful. There's some fascinating things I'm learning, and because it's so fascinating, I've got to pass it on to you. And that is that as you hold yourself, as you breathe, you can change the chemicals in your system, change the chemicals in your brain, change the chemicals in your body. So you can raise the testosterone so you feel like a winner, lower the cortisol so that you're not so stressful. And so that means that you can use your mind to change your brain and your body to help your mind and your body. So it's a nice kind of circle. Did that make sense? Yes. So this is the sort of thing you can learn by in simple things like how you hold yourself, how you breathe, how you connect with people. So we won't be able to do much on that, but it is a wonderful area, a fascinating area of autonomy. And being connected, trust, EQ, building relationships. That's a saying I have, I'll explain it in a minute. Over there is more important than over here. EQ, you know, EQ, emotional intelligence. Do I need to run it through? I've got Nicolas Chagrin's 2-minute version if you want it. Yeah, okay. So EQ, for me, is on 4 legs. The first leg is know how you feel. A lot of people think their bodies are there to carry their head around. The body has information come in at it minutes before the conscious mind gets it. Minutes. They've done research. Fascinating. So that's know how you feel. The second one is handle how you feel. So if I've had a row with my wife, I'm going to kill her. And I go into work and somebody says, hey, Nick, how are you doing? I'm not fine. Look, just leave me alone, okay? Not handling how I feel. Know how you feel, handle how you feel. Third one is, what's going on over there? What's happening in that person's makeup, their emotional makeup? How are they doing? So that's the third one. And the fourth one is handle the territory between what's going on in here and what's going on in there. So actors are good at that. Have you ever heard the expression, the show must go on? Did you ever unpack that? Ever think what that means? It means if you're ill, if you're dying, really sorry, do it after the show. And that's real. Which means, has this talk here, this little saying, over there is more important than over here, meaning that over there is more important than over here. The audience is more important than whatever's going on in here. So that's perfect, obviously, for an audience, but it's also perfect for a one-to-one. If you want to really get connected, really you need to find out where they are and really connect with them, make them really important. So that's connected. And the last one is being expressive. So it's congruent, voice, body, words, emotion, all going in the same direction. There you go. You take a pic yet? Okay, great. So let me show you incongruent. Good afternoon, everybody. It's really nice to be here. We're going to have a lot of fun. And so what's the message? Let's get out. He's not looking. Quick, let's go now. So having everything going in the same direction. So that's my space model. I need a volunteer to be my coach. You're going to give me a subject, and I'm going to become the world's expert on that subject. Not politics, not religion, not work. Okay, we'll keep it clean. Right? So I'm going to become the world's expert. And you're going to ask me to do it in one of these emotional states. So we'll start from one side, the pros, and then after about 10 seconds, you'll go on to the cons. And then after about 10 seconds, you go back to the pros. And don't be polite. Don't be nice. Choose the wrong time to do it, yeah? So, but it's not just pro and con, it's pro with one of these emotional states. Are any of these words? Despair. Some people don't know the word despair. Thank you. Thank you, Naf. So, do you know the word despair? Okay. Beyond hopelessness, right? It's like playfulness, like children playing. Tenderness. Many things are so tender and so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. this subject you're going to give me, and then you're going to shout out these emotional states, okay? Then you're going to give me feedback. Now, the game itself is interesting, and it's fun, and it's kind of out there, and really. And for those of you who are very rational, this is your idea of hell. It's a totally irrational game. It's just emotions. But this is the most important part of this is feedback, the feedback model. One of the biggest things that people have found, sorry to keep you waiting, it's all right. Yeah, okay, thanks. So one of the biggest things that Gallup research found was that when asked top leaders in the world, what is the one thing you can do that will help talent and keep employees engaged? What's the one thing that you could do? Do you know what they came up with? Any ideas? Feedback. So I heard something here. Engagement, yes, absolutely. That's not the word exactly. Okay, I'll tell you. Praise. 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 If you think about it, we're all desperate to be seen and heard, aren't we? As human beings, we tend not to be seen, we tend not to be heard all that much. So we're kind of desperate for it. Is that true? Hello? Okay, thank you. So if you give somebody praise, what does that mean? That means you've seen them, you've heard them, you've thought about it, you've valued them, and you fed it back to them. That's a hell of a process that's underneath it. So praise is incredible. And what we tend to do with feedback is we do, can I swear in this room? Yes. Thanks. It's a very loud yes over there. It's not the shit sandwich. Do you know the shit sandwich? You say something nice, and then you hit them, and then you say something nice again. It's not that. Say what? Oh, okay. So it's not that. It's being really sincere. It's finding out what really does work about them. What do you value about them? And letting them know. So this is partly that feedback. So you're looking out for what works. So in terms of looking out for what works, those sort of things. Those sort of things you could be looking out for. So did you look at it? Did you learn it? Did you remember it? Perfect. Well done. Okay. So, what's my subject, sir?
You are a chef.
Yes.
And
How did you know?
you have to tell us about cooking.
My friends, cooking is the supreme art. How do you feed somebody? What it means is you're feeding their soul. It's not just their stomach. How you approach it, you need to give me a pro or a con. You're actually trying to make people think, I feel satisfied, I feel good. Not... So that's your job, right? So every 10 seconds, right? So don't leave me in a hole, okay? No, you're doing great. Just do it. You go to one side and then the other side, all right?
Do you want me to interrupt you?
Yes, absolutely. Don't be polite. Absolutely, don't be polite. You're not here. You're just saying it in my ear, really. Okay, so shout out. One from the left, then one from the right, then one from the left, every 10 seconds or so. And you need to let them know what it is you heard.
Love.
Thank you. Cooking. How can anybody not love cooking?
Hey.
That's not 10 seconds. I hate my clients. Some of them are so mean, they're so nasty.
Joy.
What can you do? The joy of it. Somebody comes in.
Despair.
That's not 10 seconds, come on.
Joy. Despair.
Oh.
Happiness.
That's not 10 seconds. Thank you. Yes, Okay, you're right. We're not going to get anywhere. Good, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bravo. Wait. Right.
Happiness.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy. Thank you. I'm happy. So now the main part of this, or the other part of it, is the feedback. So now the feedback is, tell me what worked about what I did. Yeah. Tell me what worked. And here's the key about feedback. You need to be specific. The worst piece of feedback I ever got was, well done, Nick. That was much better. I was in despair for a day. So it needs to be specific. When you were doing such and such a thing, your hand went up. You've looked at the audience. You could, no, that sort of thing.
Your face expressions.
Okay, thank
and
you.
your body language.
Thank you. So that's nice to hear, face expressions, body language, but I still don't know what he's talking about, specifically. So it needs to be specific. So can you remember something I did that was specifically you liked, my body language or my facial expressions?
The motions you used.
The motions.
With the
okay. Was it when I went like this? No, I didn't do that. You're lying.
No.
Okay.
I know you didn't.
Okay, so can somebody help Christos here? Anything I did specifically that worked? I did act, yes. Yes, that's correct. Say what? The tone of voice. What do you mean by the tone of voice specifically? When I was doing what did the tone of voice work? So you see how hard this
loud?
is? We're not used to it. It fitted, so it was congruent. Okay, so there's a congruency. Okay, thank you. But I'm still not sure what it is I did. Yeah. Just don't feel shy. Shout it out.
Yeah, when you were acting on despair,
Yeah.
the way you let your head hang.
Bravo. That's specific. Because when you're doing this, you'll find you won't remember what you're doing. You'll be fighting for your life. So you're just trying stuff out. So if somebody is a mirror to you, so when you did such and such a thing that really worked, then it's useful. Yes, some people, yeah. Yes, true. Yes, I need to do something about that. Thanks for that. Yes. Yeah. When I expressed joy, it was like I was in love because what did I do?
You shouted in a childish way.
I shouted in a childish way. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm still not sure what I did. Do you see the problem here? We're not used to giving positive feedback. We're used to giving negative feedback. Why? Because we're humans. We're at the top of the pile. Why are we at the top of the pile? Because we're looking out for what might not work so we can avoid danger. So we have a negative bias. So we need to try and turn that round in the 21st century if you want to be a more enlightened human being. Yes, hi. Say more? Okay. Okay, thank you. Good, thanks. Behind that lady, there was another lady who nearly put her hand up. No? Okay. Yes. Hi. Oh, you talk to you directly. Good. Okay, thank you. So you're getting the beginning, the idea of how this is working and how hard it is for us. We're not used to it. It needs an effort. So you want to play this game? Great. Good. Okay, thank you. Please say thanks to Christos. Give him a round. Give him a round. So get a partner. Find a partner. And let me find my bells. My bells. That's going to start you and stop you. And in the meantime, I'm going to yell out change. So then that means choose something from the other side. So if you're on one side, I say change, go to the other side. Choose an A and a B. One of you use A, one of you use B. A or B. Okay? B's are going to go first. And choose a subject. And go. Stavros, find somebody else. Find somebody else. This guy here doesn't have anybody. Change! And change. That's the bell. You can stop now. Give yourself a round. Yeah. Absolutely. Bravo. So good. Now here's the one. Feedback. Give the feedback. And get your coach to be as specific as possible. Did you see any of this? I'm really angry. Good. Okay, so tell me truthfully, those performers who've just been doing it, how was your coach's feedback? Was it positive? Was it useful? Was it useful? Was it usable? Talk to me, what? I thought you said something. Not positive, but useful. Yeah. He made you a better person. Ah. I love this course. I love you people. But seriously, was it positive? Was it useful? Was it usable? You're so polite, you guys. No, it was terrible. Okay, so let's have it the other way around. Come on. Let's have, who just did it? A or B? I forget. B. A's. You do it. And then you can get some feedback. Huh? You did it all together. And that... Change. Try again. One on one. Change. 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 Bravo. Get your feedback. Because this is about expressing yourself, right? So how far can you express yourself? Get the feedback. Are you being specific? Okay. So people, who'd like to volunteer their partner to come and do it up here? Notice I didn't say volunteer yourself. Who'd like to do this? I mean, some people love doing it, and some people like, Who'd like to do this? Who'd like to strut their stuff? Show us how wonderful you are. Somebody at the back. Yes, you. Good. Are you volunteering somebody or volunteering yourself? Bravo. Give her a round. From the back. And another. Hi, me too.
My name is Maria.
Maria.
Yes.
Please, come on.
Hello.
Bravo. Okay, so Maria, your subject. very serious subject, is chewing gum in my hair.
Chewing gum in your hair.
Chewing gum in my hair, in your hair. Okay, and you've got 1 minute to talk with love about chewing gum in your hair, please.
Chewing gum in my hair. I love the smell of chewing gum in my hair.
Right.
It's great. It's great. It's strawberry. But now, oh my God, I hate it.
No, I haven't told you hate yet. You're stuck till I change it. Sorry.
I'm still in love.
You love it.
I love the strawberry again in my
You're
hair.
angry.
I am angry.
Yes, you're angry.
God, how am I going to get this goddamn strawberry chewing gum out of my hair? Can you help me?
Playfulness.
Oh, nice. Give me some more gum.
Bravo. Sadness.
Oh, I'm left out of chewing gum in my hair. Can somebody help me? Come on, give me also some mint. I can.
Tenderness.
Tenderness. Let's share some gum. Let's share some gum.
I agree. We'll be stuck together forever.
Yeah.
Nice. Bravo. Just. Whoa. Stop. Yes. So feedback from Maria. Let's hear. What did you see specifically that Maria did that worked?
Be gentle, please.
No, but worked. That worked. You don't have to be gentle. It worked.
Okay.
So isn't that automatic? I'm going to get feedback. Don't be... Feedback. Tell her what worked.
She was definitely present. She was here.
Present. You were present, Maria. Yes. There's something I just want to mention here that's quite interesting information, and that is us humans, we're all terrified of each other. We are. We're scared of each other. And one of the ways that works is we tend not to connect. We tend to treat somebody in the third person like it's over there. Like, she did such and such a thing, didn't she? As opposed to, Maria, you did blah, blah, blah. And did you notice when I turned and said Maria, so her eyes lit up? So tell Maria what worked.
You used your body to express, so it was more
Excuse me?
her voice.
Yes, her voice was okay, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah. Let's talk about her. So your voice sounded great. So can you elaborate on that? You. Okay. So you used your voice beautifully. You used the top or up the registers, and then you moved down to the other registers too. And you moved your body, and it was very congruent. And you also used space with your hands, and you moved around a lot. So that was nice. You used the stage, and you absolutely connected with the audience, didn't you? Yeah.
I
Really.
got the feedback now.
You got the feedback.
Yes.
Did you like it?
I think yes. I hope it's honest.
Please. Okay, thank you so much. Go on.
Is it done? Were we done? So I'm going to chew some gum or not?
You can do that. I think we should all give us some gum, don't you?
Yes.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Maria.
very much
Thank you.
again.
Thank you. It's funny, isn't it, to see somebody say they're going to get some feedback and they go, "Don't be gentle with me." Okay. How am I doing for time, George? Wrap it up. So this is quite an interesting saying, Friedrich Nietzsche. We often refuse to accept an idea merely because the tone of voice in which it's been expressed is unsympathetic to us. This is very nice. Is there anybody here who'd like to read that to everybody? Release your inner thespian. I'll read it to you. There is a vitality, a life force, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there's only one of you in all time, This expression is unique. And if you block it, it'll never exist through any other medium and it'll be lost. The world will not have it. And it's not your business to determine how good it is, or nor how valuable it is, nor how it compares with other expressions. It's your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, and to keep the channel open. Nice words. So that was Flip the Switch, everybody. You have been a very, very nice audience. Thank you so much.